Oh, that's not good.
Do I have like old man lungs or something? How come it's not working?
That fucking sucks. Ah, there we go. Confetti cannon.
Woo!
Episode 10. We did it. No one kicked us off. No one stopped this from happening.
Nope.
I was so excited I started to sweat, so I had to put a lighter shirt on. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Made it.
Get ready for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a good one. We got lots to talk about.
Hope you got a good night of sleep last night.
Hope you got a tremendous night of sleep last night. Because if you didn't... You're like, they're making threats and it's not even like 2 minutes in.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Nice.
So, what do we have on the tap for today?
I don't know. Episode 10.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I wrote it down right off the bat.
What's that?
We should give like a special thanks to everybody that's stuck around. That's been sticking around. Everybody that's stuck around. Thank you.
Massive shout out, cameraman Lucas.
Mm-hmm. This is a monumental episode.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
He's the
that
faceless hero.
Everybody
every episode.
Everybody that has watched the episodes. Everybody that has told me they watched the episodes,
yes,
even if they didn't.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Even if you just clicked on it, thank you.
And if you, even the people who don't know us, special shout out to you. I love you. Oh boy. We have a special.
Oh, both our guests.
Yeah.
Yusuf and Cedra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Even though you're here fucking how often anyway.
Thank you. Next.
Next.
I'd like to thank God.
Oh.
Touchy. Yikes. Right off the bat for anybody.
Shout out Andre Touchy Feely
for taking the original name of the podcast.
And this wouldn't even be what it was if you didn't have that podcast.
It would be much lesser than, because it would be yours. I'm joking. That guy, he viciously finished someone at the last UFC fight.
Oh, did he? He fought recently, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean nothing by it. Don't kick my ass. He's 145 pounds, so I'm way bigger than him, but he'd still fucking thump me.
Oh, yeah. There are females that are 145 that would thump me.
Bro, Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes would KO me to the moon.
There's something we can talk about after with Amanda Nunes. Anyways, for, I don't know how deep, I hope we're still within, the 3-minute mark. For people who wait later on in the episode, we have a special, I don't know what you want to call it. Announcement.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
perfect.
Yeah.
Right on.
But later. You don't know when.
Could be.
Special announcement. No.
All right, Ryan, what'd you write down?
All right, this is something I laughed so hard because a couple of days ago you were telling me about this couple that was walking around parks in Toronto with a baby stroller with a laptop mounted on it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? That's some weird pervert shit. This morning I read those two people actually work for the city.
Okay. So
they're surveyors.
That's hilarious. So why would they have a stroller then? I didn't see the pictures, but this is like a big
think they took it upon themselves to use the stroller. That's not like
that's pretty
practice.
Suspect though.
That's not common practice, but yeah, apparently they work for the city.
Yikes.
I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, pervert.
You fucking freaks.
Manhunt on for these people.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to do their job.
They're honestly doing the best they can.
You wanted to know what was going to happen with that Storm Area 51 thing. What was the next thing?
Yeah.
Well, apparently it wants to be a music festival now.
No. That guy, did you know the military or whatever, the federal government contacted him?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, this was a joke. I'm so sorry. Yeah, can you imagine?
They forced them to tell people this is a joke.
Can you imagine getting that phone call from the Department of Justice and they're like, what are you doing here? Do you really want this? Like, they start getting in like a mean, threatening manner. Like, is this something that you and let's say your family in the future and people you might know, is this something your Aunt Jenny would want you to do? Like, they start pulling out shit about you that you're just like, oh my God, how could they know that? Big brother, they're always watching.
Yes. But that also means they're watching this podcast.
Thank you. And that was what? You wrote down a whole bunch of stuff you're going to burn through in a couple of minutes? What else?
Those are just short things. You chime in.
No, you still keep going.
No.
I like to see because you write down before the podcast, whereas these are cumulative thoughts of mine.
Oh, yeah?
These are effort thoughts, and yours are rush thoughts.
Nope. Lay one on then.
Lay one on. Okay. There's a new show that I've been reading about. It's not out yet, but it's called Undercover Billionaire. Have you heard of this?
I think I have.
So this guy.
Is it a show on TLC?
No. It's going to be on Discovery, I think.
Oh, okay.
This guy's a billionaire in real life.
Right.
Right? And he's like, a lot of people think that like being a billionaire is like this like mythical thing, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm going to prove to you that it's not, like, it's difficult, but like I'm going to prove to you that it's doable. So what he's doing is he's dropping himself in some fucking town that no one's ever heard of in the middle of Pennsylvania with $100, a cell phone with no contacts, and a pickup truck. And this guy has to make a business in 1 month that's worth $1 million.
Really?
If he doesn't, he's going to give $1 million of his own into the business.
That's awesome.
And I can tell you this much right now. If he does that, I'm going to quit my job. Bro, that is what a
awesome.
What a thing that would be to see, huh?
Really though. Yeah, that's cool.
It's an interesting perspective, right? It's an interesting like thought to have about yourself.
Like, even ground.
Yeah. And he's like, watch, like I could still do it, you know?
Yeah,
and if he does, I'm going to be like, "Oh, interesting." I bet a lot of people are going to feel that way, but you know what? Like I found myself saying like why a TV show to have a thought like this? Right? Like and then I started like reading into it, like, you know, what is the logistics of becoming a billionaire? Like a lot of people get it inherited, but like, you know, think about someone that didn't grow up in a rich family. Like, how do you become a billionaire?
Go from zero to a billionaire?
Essentially, right?
I don't know, man.
And a lot of it has to do with people understanding the value of things.
Are there any billionaires that came from nothing?
Tons.
Nothing?
Yeah, there's lots. Right?
I'm sure there are. Yeah, that's crazy.
So one guy was saying, he's like, if I lost all my money, what I would do is like I would just go find things, like I'd go to, you know, stores and I'd sell whatever I needed to sell, like for a small markup until I could sell something better for a better markup. He's like, I would just keep working my way up the ladder. Right. And then I started reading about people that like go to antique shops. Or not antique shops, like you go to a secondhand store and you sell something, like if you bought something for $4 and you sell it for like $5, you know, yeah, I understand that you only made $1 profit, but you should sit back and think to yourself that like that's just business, but on like a mass scale, you're just dealing with hundreds of millions or billions or, you know, trillions or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And I guess the idea, it's similar to like what Jordan Peterson says, right? Before you can judge like the economy, you have to be able to, you know, sit back and clean your own room. How can you make a judgment call on something?
What does that even mean?
So think about it, right? If you want to criticize something like the economy, or you want to criticize politics, you want to criticize something that's like big and complex and very difficult to understand, but if you can't even keep your own room clean, like that just shows like your organizational skills on a foundational level are not good enough. So like who are you to... That's why I always says you should just make your bed every morning because it's a small little task you can check off. And if you can do that, you can do something that's a little bit bigger. Like these are all incremental steps you're supposed to take. I think a lot of people get caught up in the idea of like, everybody wants $1 million tomorrow. I'd love $1 million tomorrow. You don't think I'd love to put this thing in something, you know, like a big old fucking studio with all of the computers and technology and the microphones, stuff like that, right? Probably wouldn't change the headphones. These are professional grade, but you know, it's all small steps, and it's like a weird thing I was thinking about today all day long at work, but it's almost euphoric because it's so, in many ways it feels like it's so within arm's reach, right? It's not, and I know it's not, like I'm not fucking naive, right? Like I don't think I'm gonna wake up and be like, I made $100,000 today, right? But I feel like there's something to be said about it, and it's a thought that not a lot of people have. I think people get so caught up in like day-to-day life, like, you know, they want a promotion at work or they want this and they want that, and it's like, you know, and I understand that there are circumstances that put people in certain situations. You know, you have children and you have a mortgage.
Yeah, I understand. We're like free souls right now, like
right. But I also, you know, like, you know, Vera Wang. You ever heard of that?
Vera
like
Wang.
Famous Dresses, I think, or like something like that. Yeah. Dude, she started that when she was like 50.
Really?
She had kids. Right? Like KFC, Colonel Sanders. He started there when he was fucking 60 years old. Right?
He started KFC when he was 60?
Yep. Started
Really,
it by
eh?
literally being like, yo, everybody on the street loves my chicken, so I'm just going to go door to door and sell it.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, and he made enough. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Incremental steps. The fucking KFC that you can find on every single block right now, like the Colonel, Mr. Sanders, walked around door to door in Kentucky selling the chicken at first, and then you make enough money to have a little restaurant. Then a little restaurant turns into a big one. Then fucking you got 4 of them.
And then a chain.
There you go, right? I think for myself, I have a big, like, I don't know if it's a problem, but like I always like to dream big. I always think anything's possible
It's
for
good
anybody.
to dream big. It's
right?
not good to limit yourself to
For sure.
whatever, like what may seem realistic.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I do my best, and I'm not great at it, but I do my best to break things down into like bite-sized ideas, right?
Right.
Like understandable for myself, because I'm not a fucking genius. Like I'm probably an average level of intelligence would be my guess, but
I mean, smart enough to put a podcast together.
yeah, but was that an intelligence thing or was that just a passion thing? I really wanted a fucking podcast, right?
Yeah,
like I don't
guess.
think if I didn't want to do a podcast, right, then you couldn't have forced me to put all this stuff together. Like I wouldn't have wanted to learn any of the YouTube stuff or how to, even what an RSS feed was or any of that shit, right? But yeah. And I don't know. I was thinking about it all day. It made me feel good. And I hope that anybody that listens to this, I hope you think about it too. If you're in a
Dream
rut.
big.
Yeah, if you're in a rut like I am. Like we all are in our
We are
own weird
all
way.
in a rut.
I think
right
everybody is kind of miserable
now.
in their own weird way.
Fucking
right?
miserable every day, stuck in a loop.
Right?
But dream big.
Dream big.
Small steps. How do you eat an elephant?
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
Right. Ironic and not naive for 23-year-olds to sit here, but I can fucking mark my words. If this thing does well, I'm going to sit here and be like, see, I told you.
Yeah.
But not in like a bad way. It's not like to show off or anything. It's just to be like, see,
It's a
now
pride thing.
Yeah, no, you could.
I'm beaming on it.
But it's not even I wouldn't even say it's a pride thing. It's just like, like I said.
Sure is.
Yeah, I'm proud of it as it stands.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though it's not like a big fucking famous important thing, right? But if it's successful, like I want that to be like a beacon to people to be like, holy shit, this average kid and his fucking Asian friend pulled the whole thing off, and Lucas and everybody that comes onto the show and stuff. So maybe whatever you want to do, maybe you can. Now I think you have to want to do it bad. A lot of people are in like the pursuit of money, but I can talk about that all day. I just feel like $3 million
Money
will make
is
you
not
happy.
the most important thing in the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big biceps are the most important thing in the world to me.
Whoa.
Been going to the gym. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. No. Talk about it more. Muscles. Yeah, sleeveless Joe.
I
Talk
told
about
you
it
I was
more.
sweating because I was nervous.
Which gym do you go to?
A good one.
The best one.
Yeah.
The best one. Which one is it?
It's the best one.
Lifetime Athletics.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. It's great. But it's like, what do you want me to say? It's not like it's free. They don't give me a membership. I pay to go there. I show up every day with a frown on my face.
You know what's so crazy? It's fucking expensive, but it's also very tempting at the same time.
Because if you do
Because
it,
there's
do it
so
once.
much
Do it
there.
once. You can
There's
do whatever you
so
want.
much stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like endless. Like the first I'd say like the first month you go there, like every time you go in, you could find something new there.
For sure.
I haven't even walked around the whole complex yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. For anybody that's wondering why I'm so red, it's not because, it's partially because I'm taking steroids, but no, I would never, unfortunately.
Lots of injection points.
Yeah, maybe later on in my life, like in like my 50s, if I'm still like lifting weights like heavily,
Just
then
cycle some TRT.
I'll do some TRT for sure. You need it. You need it. Sorry, I'm not passing any USADA tests in my 50s. I can tell you that much. But yeah, no, I burned the shit out of myself in the sun. 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Burned the shit out of
It
myself.
looks hilarious.
Looks
like
great.
I said, it looks like someone smacked you really hard with a fucking cutting board.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good foundation for my sister came outside and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, no, I'm just outside, like laying. I was walking around, laying around, shit like that, right? Because I don't go outside too like if I don't have to be outside, and it's hot as shit too.
Right.
So I was like, whatever, I'll just spend the day outside, kind of. And didn't even think. She's like, it's 5% UV, whatever the fuck that means. And she's like, you'll be fine. Burned the shit out of myself. I'm gonna look great in like 4 days, but
I don't know.
These are the learning.
Does it work that way?
Yep. That's what
Is
happened
that
in
how it
LA.
works?
That's what happened in LA. My shoulders got absolutely scorched when we were
You
at
didn't
LAX.
get that dark.
I got very nicely tanned. I got beautifully tanned. I know if it's tanned nicely because my sisters will make a comment on it because they'll make fun of me. Young girls are mean.
Girls are mean in general.
Yeah,
They can be.
they can be.
Especially to each other.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's scary.
You're like, it's scary. Oh my God Almighty. Wow. So?
Well, speaking of do we talk about where we're going already?
Nope.
Yeah.
Thing that I wrote down. The thing on the bottom.
There it is.
Yeah. What did you write?
Right there. That's the last point.
What does that say? Oh, wow. What is that last word you wrote down?
Diamond.
You're going to bring that up? You're an asshole.
Well, hey, we've never done something like this before. It's not like we do it all the time. Diamond this. We don't get this shit all the time.
Yeah, but like...
So flaunt it.
Nah, I don't
Flaunt
think we
it.
should.
It's an honest flex.
No, it's not.
It's an honest, hardworking... How often do we vacation?
Once a year, maybe.
Once a year. Once a year. Some people are on their 5th, 6th, 7th vacation by now. Funny.
I don't know.
But summer's not even
I feel like
fully
vacations
over.
are earned, though. Like, you have to kind of earn it, don't you?
That's what I'm saying.
You have to do something.
We earn the shit out of this.
No.
Worked for a whole year. Worked for a whole fucking year. No vacation.
Yeah.
Not no days off, but no vacation. And everyone I know at work has been on vacation already.
Yeah, quite a few people I know have been on vacation as well.
So, my turn.
Okay. Where are you going?
We're going to Negril, which is in
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yep. Fuck.
So crazy.
Amazing.
It went from like LA to New York to Mexico, and now we finally landed on Jamaica.
Well, we paid for it. Like, that's the moral of this story.
Yeah. Well,
We purchased it.
what do you mean?
I mean, like, you can say you're going, like, fucking this, there, and here, right?
Oh, no,
But,
yeah.
Like, when
this
you
one's
make
official.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
when you
this one's
purchase something, I
official.
feel like there's been 10 podcasts.
Well, no, because we bought the Airbnb for the New York trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice, too.
Like, shit.
It happens. We're getting something nicer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, aesthetically, much nicer.
and yeah,
but
I
like-
guess. And then if you're talking bang for your buck, then
Oh, yeah.
it's a 5-star resort. So,
Right, but we also got it for half off.
yes.
We're not
this
going
is
to tell
true.
people how much we paid for it, but
Yes.
it wasn't cheap. Like, that's the
you
moral.
know what? The vacation game is all who you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Get
got it.
yourself a good travel agent.
Yeah, we got a really nice place.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes with I have anxiety about the whole I don't know. I don't even want to bring it up.
Why?
I don't want to cuz I don't want to sound like a douchebag,
You're
bro.
not gonna sound like a douchebag.
I have
Yeah,
anxiety
there-
about having a pool in my room.
There are a lot of people
You want me to
that
say?
we know that have gone on just as nice, if not nicer, vacations.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Write one down. Like, write something specific down. Not someone from your family or not someone from my family.
Well,
Don't be like my cousin fucking blah,
No,
blah, blah,
my
blah, blah,
cousin.
when she went to fucking Japan on a first class flight. Yeah, I know people like that too. I mean, like, tell me immediate friends that you know that, like I said, had a pool.
not immediate.
Tell me
friends.
immediate people that had a pool in the room. What do you want me to say? You open the backyard and you walk into a pool. Now, here's the problem. Here's what I'm saying. You want to sound like an asshole? I have anxiety about the pool because I'm worried there's next door people will have kids. That's a fucking first world problem right there. Right? And yeah, what do you want me to say? It's fucking $10,000 a night. Okay?
Whoa. Oh man, we're joking. It's double that.
It's way more than that, buddy. Come on. Who do you think we are?
Double that.
We have 30 subscribers almost on YouTube. You think we fuck around?
And YouTube brings in like $5,000 a subscriber, so we're okay. That's how YouTube works.
Yeah, if anybody wants to start their own channel. That's the logistics of it.
That's how YouTube works.
$5,000 per
yeah,
subscriber. Yeah.
every subscriber.
Yeah. I've never been to a resort. I've never been to an all-inclusive resort.
I have, but I've never been to like a 5-star, like all-inclusive, top-of-the-line resort.
I've never. Well,
I've been to like.
You know what the thing is too is you wrote down the fucking diamond thing.
Yeah.
All that means.
Because I'm happy about it.
I'm very happy about it as well.
And we worked hard for it.
Kinda.
So yeah.
It just means I get to have 2 breakfasts. That's all. I mean, you can technically have as many breakfasts as you want because there's like
Is that all? Is that all? There's not a thing. There's not such a thing.
Don't start saying shit like that. Don't start saying shit like that.
There's not such a thing called.
No, there's not.
I'm gonna fucking say it.
No, you're not, dude.
Why?
Because that's the most pretentious thing I've ever read.
It is also the most pretentious thing I've ever heard of in my life. So there's not such a thing as a pillow menu of a lot of different pillows.
I feel like maybe a lot of resorts have that.
I don't know, but this is the first I'm hearing of it.
This is the first time
there are
I've
probably
ever heard
people
of it.
watching this like, look at these fucking broke bitches.
Broke clowns. They're like 10,000 a night. Where are you staying in the poor seasons? Try! Got you, motherfucker!
Try!
Boom! Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
I can't continue flexing. Can we stop this pod? No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Gut a spin.
Fuck.
We've mentioned this before. The gut comes barreling out, smashes into the table, knocks over the
Yeti.
I'm excited to get on an airplane again. We got some. Oh, we're gonna shoot a podcast in Jamaica.
Yeah, we are.
We got some cool equipment for that.
Jamaica special. That was shameless.
That was shameless. But don't wait for the Jamaica episode because it'll be released at Bumba o'clock.
Oh my goodness. Cut it. Cut the camera.
Do you think they should
just say Bumba o'clock? Oh, he's a dickhead.
You're a dickhead. And then we're going to Australia next year.
Down under. Oh, it should be
Going to
fun.
Melbourne.
No, I want to go to Tokyo, but that's also wicked expensive.
Yeah, for who? No, Tokyo. I feel like Tokyo would be expensive if you make it expensive, but it's probably just like every other city, right? I mean, how expensive was LA? It was expensive as we made it. Very expensive.
So expensive. We put a dent.
We didn't have to do that, but we
just
did.
recovered, and this is a year later we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The El Espanol crime family is still after me. That loan shark.
I might have dipped into some emergency funds that I swore I would never touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, I don't know where we're going to shoot the podcast in Jamaica, but I can tell you as a fact it'll be in Jamaica. That's what I know for sure.
Yeah, somewhere in Jamaica. Hopefully not from the back of like a van.
Hostage.
As a hostage.
If we get hostage footage, then we've made the joke before on the podcast too
Mm-hmm.
about hostages. So,
Careful what you joke about.
honestly, you better be fucking careful, kid. But we, I got to get new swim trunks.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
Me too.
I didn't really go ocean swimming when we were in Los Angeles. Cause like I don't know, I saw a lot of surfers out there, so I was like, okay, you know what that means.
Sharks.
Where there's surfers, there's big boobs.
And sharks.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the sharks. If I see
You're not worried about sharks. No. I mean, I'm not worried about sharks, but I know for a fact you are worried about sharks.
Like I'm worried about them as a species. I'm worried that they'll go be endangered. Yeah, that's if you're.
I'm worried for sharks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am worried about sharks. Yeah. I wouldn't go surfing if that's what you're asking, but like I don't go into the ocean like trembling.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, and I won't go more than like chest high in the ocean.
No, me neither. I don't need to.
Like, I'm not gonna be out there.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. But like,
ocean.
but I don't. It's not because of the sharks. It's just like that's not mine.
Yeah, that.
I don't know what that is, man. And you can't even see through the fucking water. So
Nope.
I'm like, yo, those currents are strong. So I'm good. That's all. Like, and the funny thing is a lot of people that are just like, well, you like, I know like a handful of people are like, what do you mean you don't go swimming out in the ocean? Like, you're such a pussy. I guarantee you I could outswim you. Like, I promise you I could outswim you. And that's just a competitive fact. Why are you so amped about this?
So you run into a guy that literally trains in currents.
People that train in currents don't disagree with me.
Go against.
They're like, yeah, there's sharks out there.
Currents are fucked. It's like being sucked through a vacuum.
Yeah, dude.
You're
I
underwater.
went swimming in ironically enough in Myrtle Beach, like deep, like 7 feet deep, like
Really?
like treading water. Yeah, me and 2 other people went swimming out pretty far, and that was the first time I'd ever actually like really swam in an ocean. Nothing happened. Like I didn't fucking see
course
anything,
nothing
but there were
happened.
sharks. There were sharks there. I knew it was a
Right.
fact because someone was attacked by a shark earlier in that day, and I'm like, it's like. If an airplane crashes at an airport, the airport you're at, that means that your flight that's a numbers thing. There's no way that that's going to happen again in the same
Right.
day at the same airport, right? So
Right,
someone
right.
got attacked on the beach by a shark, and I was like, there's no way we're getting attacked. And it was a little whiles down, but still, like they didn't even really evacuate the beach almost, right? But that's Myrtle Beach, and there's quite a few sharks out there, and I went swimming out far. And it wasn't the sharks that worried me, or it wasn't any like fish or fucking like squids or whatever the fuck you want to worry about. It was the fact that like we swam out and I was 50 feet from the shore, and then I looked up and I was like fucking 150 feet from the shore, and I was like, oh, and that was
Yeah.
in that moment. I was like, oh, I get it. I was like, I wasn't even paying
Yeah,
attention.
you don't even notice. You
and the
move really
shit
quick.
is pulling you out. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And then from that point on, and I remember too, like I went for a walk. Pretty late at night, and not, like probably let's say 10 o'clock, right, where the beach is dark, right? And yeah, dude, like I looked out there and I was like, yeah, that's not for me. That's spooky. I was like, I'm good,
Mhm.
God bless you. Want to go out there and swim and shit,
God
have fun,
bless.
but like if I'm gonna swim, like I'll swim in a pool, and I'm a pretty good swimmer too, but I'm not. Like Australians train in the ocean and shit like that. And a lot of swim teams train in the ocean.
I'm
And if
not
you're a
good at
lifeguard,
that.
dope, man. That's an amazing job. But it's like, I just acknowledge that I'm good. Like I'm not fucking around with I don't know what's out there. And the water's so deep, bro. Like so deep.
Yep.
Like the pool that like I was accustomed to swimming to is 12 feet deep. Like that I'd swam in throughout my whole life was 12 feet deep.
Where?
I was up at Melanie's cottage, like at the farm. That was an old school pool, though. Like they don't dig them that deep anymore.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
like
very deep.
that's crazy.
Very
12 feet, dude.
Yep. It was very, very deep. So deep that if you
Like
went to the
whole
bottom,
pool was
no,
just a 12
just the
foot
deep
pit?
end, just the deep end,
Oh.
just the deep end, just like the
Like,
deepest part.
This is an old school pool, so it's just a hole in the ground.
No, but
that's
like
12 feet
it's
deep.
it's like, but the way it was built too, like the concrete, like it
Right?
was.
No,
the
I get
sides
you.
and
I
stuff,
get you.
right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was
deep, though.
very deep. Like you
Holy
got
shit.
deep and like you felt the pressure. That's how
right,
deep it was.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's it. I don't need any more than that. What do you want me to do? Swim 40 feet deep? Right? And I'm not like adverse to having a boat either. But like you ever see those videos where they're like out in the water and shit and people like jumping off boats?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
You wouldn't jump off a boat?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I'm not trained to do that. I would go and
I don't think you need to be trained to jump off a boat, man.
No.
Anyone can
I mean,
jump
like,
off a boat.
I understand anyone can jump off a boat, but like, I'm not trained to be comfortable in just open ocean like that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're not a Navy SEAL.
No, not even a Navy SEAL, like marine biologists,
I
people.
thought you were not Navy, Marine.
No, there are a lot of people like fishermen and stuff, right? A lot of
Right,
people
right.
that spend a lot of time out in the ocean, and they're very comfortable out there. It doesn't bother them. Like if the boat sank, they'd be like, shit. Right? If
Yeah,
a boat was sinking and I was on it, I'd be like, like I'd be like crying and screaming and shit. Yeah, I'd be horrified. I think I'd be panicking more if a boat was sinking than if a plane was going down.
I don't know about that, partner.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because
Come on.
think about it. There's how many ways can a plane go down? Like 3. It either goes down really fast. It kind of just like it kind of falls, or you don't even notice that it's going down, right? 2 of those ways, you're gonna go out. Like there's a good chance that like the cabin will like depressurize or whatever, and you're gonna fucking pass out. There's not enough oxygen in the cabin anymore for you to.
Okay, but
If a boat is sinking, that's
how deep are you talking? Like you're way
I'm
out
talking
there.
You're not 20 feet from shore. You're in
You're
the
talking you're
ocean,
way
bro.
the fuck out
You're
there.
in the
and
ocean.
your boat is going down.
And you're in Australia and you're sinking. I'd rather be in a plane crash. I just know like the anxiety of it. A plane crash, I feel like I could come to terms with it in a weird way. What are you gonna do? I think I'd be pissed. That's one thing for sure. I actually feel I'd be pissed. I'd be like, are you fucking serious?
If it was a going out flight. Like on your way to somewhere.
Dick. But
like at least on a return flight, you're like, okay, I can make my peace. Now I just visited somewhere.
I had a great time. Don't feel too bad
going
about
out,
it.
you're like, yes.
Ooh, I got the jitters. Yeah, crashed into the ground. Fuck me. Didn't even make it. What a sad story.
That's funny.
You're trying to tell me you feel like it would be. You know what? And that's our that's my new would you rather for people. I'm gonna ask people at work that now because bro, that shark and chimpanzee thing stirred up a storm at work. And I can tell you this: if anybody in my department is listening right now, you picked the wrong. Most people pick the chimpanzees. I'm like, you're batshit crazy.
No, because they're smart people.
No, because they're batshit crazy.
You would take the sharks over the chimpanzees
For sure.
being ripped apart underwater potentially.
Bro.
It's not hump you're dead.
Yes, it is.
It's
Yes,
not
it is.
just hump.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it
No.
is. Great white shark.
What if it doesn't
attacks-
bite your head?
What do you mean? Oh, Brian, bro, you're trying to tell me
You
if
think
something?
it's literally
No.
bite?
Let me finish.
gonna-
If something
What if it
bites
just
your
bites
leg
your
off,
legs off?
yeah, if it bites your legs off,
You're gonna die instantly.
you think you're gonna be awake? You think your body won't go into shock? You'll pass out. You think you're gonna be like in the water, like, oh god, no, like trying to put your legs.
Not trying to put your legs back on, but you don't
wouldn't even feel it. You wouldn't even know, bro. Great white shark attacks you. It's not like it doesn't like come head on at you. It's a known fact. They're stalking animals. They come from behind you, from up. You wouldn't even notice it. It would just hump you right in half, or takes 2 legs off, takes an arm off, whatever. You bleed out in the water.
Or yeah, if it bites you like right in the fucking.
Bro, you bleed out.
midsection,
You'd be
you're
like,
done.
you'd literally for like
You're
3
done,
seconds, you'd be
Steve.
like, holy shit, and then it's gone, right? Bro, chimpanzee is gonna grab you by your legs and drag you through that fucking jungle, and it can do whatever it wants to you. It could be a 40-minute death. Great white shark gets you, you're out. It's game over. Chimp gets you, buddy. You're like trying to fight it, and it's just smashing
Yeah,
your head
literally
in.
Just
Yeah, and who knows if bro, they literally, it's a fact. Search it. When chimpanzees attack other chimpanzees, they literally attack them at their genitals. Can you imagine having your cock and balls ripped off by a chimpanzee? I'm just saying. And people are like, well, what if you're a bad swimmer? I don't know. You have the best life jacket in the world. But my new would you rather is, Lucas, did you hear my would you rather? Did you hear it? Okay. Would you rather be in a boat that's sinking or a plane that's going down?
You know what? I think I concur. I'll take the plane.
You're gonna die regardless, man.
I mean, like
That boat that's a long, bro. Who knows how long you're in that water
you could
for?
be rescued.
And the thing
you
is,
could potentially be rescued.
yeah,
by-
but you could survive a plane crash. There's lots of plane crashes that people. I mean, like it's very rare that people. It's very rare that the entire like
plane just explodes.
that dies. Like it's rare that everyone on board dies. I saw. It's all good in the hood, buddy.
Thank you. Quarter way.
Yeah, 1/4, literally. You're gonna have to go with the plane though.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the plane because, yeah, you're right. That anxiety of going down slowly,
Bro,
is,
you'd start to see, and I just can't even imagine being
Yeah.
in a boat and like you're this high in the water, but you're still in the boat.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh jeez.
yeah. No,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's awful. I don't know. people comment, if anybody's listening, comment on a better would you rather. If people come up with good would you rathers and you comment it, I'll bring it up on the podcast. As of now, I'm waiting for people's responses.
Check your phone. Come on, guys.
Honestly.
You're like, oh, wait, this is not live streaming. You're like,
we don't
wait,
have that technology yet.
This whole time these episodes weren't live streamed? Really? What?
Oh, boy. I'm very excited about Jamaica, though.
Oh, yeah. That should be a good time. Would be fun.
We've been arguing about what a catamaran is and what it looks like.
Yes, we have been. And the last catamaran I was on was dinky. But it was also, actually, I forget what
How many people were on it?
it was in the Bahamas. It was in Bahamas, I believe.
I've been everywhere, bro.
There was like probably 12, 15 people on it.
So there's a place in Jamaica called Rick's Cafe, and that's where we're going. Take a catamaran there. And
So
you
like
could probably
a
take
famous place.
evidently so, yeah. Like people from all sorts of resorts go to this place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not just exclusive.
And apparently it's like a hell of a night there.
What is it?
I don't know.
Like a restaurant? Is it a restaurant or is it like a
I think
club?
it's like a bar and a club or something like that.
Really?
And it's out on this island. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
You know what else my boss told me?
What's
He's
that?
like, dude, you gotta go deep sea fishing. They have deep sea fishing there. You can do it for like $120.
Deep sea fishing.
Just catch an 80-pound fish, like, oh.
Like, and like a crazy fish, like from the deep
Yeah.
ocean.
No, he showed me some of
It's
the
like
pictures.
neon yellow, but it's
Yeah.
70 pounds.
Yeah, he
like
showed
some
me a
shit
couple of
like
the
that with a
pictures.
square head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're big.
That could be fun. That could definitely be fun.
But you know what?
There's a shooting range?
No, that was the one in Mexico.
Oh, that was the Mexico one. That's
Yeah.
very Mexican.
Well, they want you to be able to protect yourself in the case that something goes wrong on the resort, right?
A resort full of John Wicks.
There's a lot of sharks in
Training
Mexico, I can
people.
tell you that much.
For sure.
The movie 47 Meters Deep was about Mexico.
Oh, really?
The movie The Shallows was about Mexico. They're like, the water's beautiful. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, that's enough about sharks. No more shark stuff for a little while. I'll talk about it all day. Except for that one tattoo I'm going to get of a shark.
Yeah.
You want to get tattoos?
Still?
Yeah, no, not in Jamaica, but I'd like to get tattoos.
Well, how are we going to get tattoos in Jamaica?
Tattoo artist.
Yeah, obviously.
Tattoo shop.
You're going
Go
to
to a
leave.
tattoo shop.
Okay. You know what? I said a stupid thing, I guess.
I'm looking at you like, well, how would you get a tattoo in Toronto?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm dumb as fuck.
Oh, my bad.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Oh boy. No, I'd like to get a tattoo when I come back from Jamaica. Because my plan in Jamaica is to thicken up a little bit. Like to put...
That should be easy.
No, because here's... No, but like thicken up in a good way. Like put fat and muscle on because there's a sick gym there. And they have like trainers just chilling there. So I'm going to be like, yeah, dude, let's get some muscle on me over this week. I'm going to have 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch, 2 dinners, drink all night long, steam room in the morning, hit the gym, steam room again, beach. Pictures veined up.
That's a 19-hour day right there.
Yeah, I got no
And
time.
that's just the first day.
Yeah.
We're there for a whole week.
Beach. Yeah, dude, it's going to be wicked cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And I've never, like I said, not only have I not been to a resort, but I've never really been to like one of these Caribbean places.
I've never been old enough to drink on a resort or a cruise. And I've been on 2 resorts and 2 cruises. Or 3 resorts and 2 cruises.
I've been to Guatemala and, well, I mean, I can't get in trouble for this now, I don't think. But like, legally I was allowed to drink.
The fuck?
But like, I don't.
Who's knocking on the door upstairs?
What?
It's the cops.
What do you mean?
This is illegal.
No, it's not illegal. It's not illegal. It's just like I don't.
Underage drinking.
No, I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to.
In a foreign country.
No, I just don't like. I bought a couple of beers there,
They're-
and
They're gonna deport you.
they're gonna deport me. It was completely legal what I did. Like for my age, I was
What is the drinking age in Guatemala? 9?
10 maybe. Not. I don't think there is a drinking age, bro. I saw guys like passed out in the street, like people just driving their motorcycles over them and shit. Like they don't even care. It's vicious out there, dude.
I kind of wish I did some crazy trip like that. Well, I mean, it's not too late to do something like that, but
Yeah.
I guess it's easier.
What do you mean a crazy trip though? Like one like mine where like I had to do charity work or just go somewhere wild?
Go somewhere like crazy, like uncomfortable.
What do you mean uncomfortable?
Like travel somewhere uncomfortable, like Guatemala.
That's not uncomfortable, bro. That's straight up dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's like, it's not, it's not a resort or it's not like a comfy Airbnb. It's
Yeah,
not
but that's like dangerous.
hotel.
Like if you want to do that, do that in like one of the Asian countries. Like go like backpacking in Japan or some shit. Don't fucking go to bro. You're gonna get killed out there.
I'm not saying Guatemala.
Well, I don't know why you keep saying Guatemala.
Because you're talking
You
about
wanna
Guatemala.
you keep saying Guatemala like you want to go there, and you're like, remember before the podcast, you're like, dude, you know, it'd be a cool trip to take
No.
Guatemala. And I'm like, remember the drive here? What were you listening to? Swaley, Guatemala. This has been cumulative all day long.
Okay, I guess we're going to Guatemala then.
Absolutely
I guess
not.
I must have been subconsciously doing
We're going
all
to
of this.
Brazil. Or go to one of those places that are like kind of cool but not really dangerous, like Spain or Amsterdam, maybe Portugal. I don't know if Portugal. I don't know if like I know Brazil would be kind of fun.
I'm going to go to Bali.
Yeah, that doesn't sound safe.
Let's go backpacking in the Maldives.
And the what?
Is that possible?
I don't think so.
Sneak onto the resort?
Do you think there's security on the resort is gonna have guns?
Yes. I think so.
If they have guns, I'm gonna be like,
There were like high-class celebrities that go there.
no, there isn't.
The Maldives?
No. I'm talking about our resort.
Oh, our resort? You think they'll have armed security? No.
That's okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's why-
Who are we? You need to protect with machine guns.
Who is gonna attack us?
What the hell did
that
I
you would
do?
need to spew out 50 rounds a second.
You're a fucking machine
How many
gun
people do
for
you
it.
think are gonna come after us? That you need a machine gun? Like, dude, look what I got for protection. You're like, dude, what the hell?
I got this guard.
Got this big machine gun. Why? Yeah, but I don't know. You think they have armed security in the Maldives, though? I don't think that's a dangerous place.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I mean, like, I feel like you're not going to get onto the
Do you
resort.
think, I mean, like, celebrities definitely bring their security and bodyguards with them on vacation?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I would assume so.
Absolutely.
They're
On
not
vacation
just,
more than ever.
yeah.
Look what happened to Kim Kardashian in France or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She got kidnapped or some shit.
She didn't get kidnapped. It's just people broke into the room and stole like $11 million.
No, I'm pretty
worth
sure
of
they
jewels.
kidnapped
No,
her.
they did
No, not kid.
not.
Not they didn't take her from the house, but like they held her hostage.
Yeah, they like tied her up and threw her in the bathroom.
That's crazy. I wonder where they are now. They never found them. Part of the Pink Panthers, they were.
It was definitely the Pink Panthers that did that. They didn't kill anyone.
So coordinated.
It was-
while Kanye was doing a show too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
They're not. You know what's another crazy thing that people do? Like with a lot of ball players and MMA fighters, boxers. I've seen it. Like they'll know you're fighting, so they're like, if you're fighting, right? I think this might have happened to Pacquiao. I'm not sure though. They're like, but if Manny Pacquiao's fighting, I guarantee you his whole family's wherever he is. So we're gonna rob the shit out of his house because no one's there.
I see.
I think, yeah,
That's pretty savage.
that's savage.
Yeah.
You know, it's another thing that I always thought was kind of fucked up. Like Post Malone accidentally one time like posted a picture, not knowingly, like that it gave up a lot of information of kind of where he lived in LA. And the bro, like fans showed up to his house. I'd be like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. And like, bro, and like the thing is that's fucked too, is I heard that fans like like they showed up and they were like taking pictures of his house and like being like, yo, this is where like Post lives and shit like that. And
that
like,
shit
putting
probably spread like wildfire.
Bro. His house got robbed.
No doubt it got robbed.
I was like, oh my God.
That's what happens when you blow up.
I'd completely hide where I live then. Like maybe you like take videos inside the house, but
I mean, like the influence, bro. What he owns the radio.
Yeah. When
He
we were in
owns the
Los
radio in
Angeles,
LA.
every song we turned on was a Post Malone
Everything
song.
is Post Malone. So awesome, but not really. I don't love his music, but like he really took over.
He's the same age as us, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's like 25 or 24.
I almost have the same amount of tattoos as him, though.
Yeah, yeah. It's just all under that
It's
right
all
there.
on my wiener. He gets a ton of real estate. He's like, dude, he's got like his whole body's tattooed. How's that even possible? No, well,
I got a Post Malone for a penis.
yeah, I was just about to say you got the old Malone man. There's okay, so I was thinking about this today
Right.
because there's karaoke at the main stage on the resort, and I know as a fact, if I have a couple in me, if I got a few beverages in me,
Oh,
a few adult sodas in me, then I'll probably do karaoke. And if it's a
Have you given any thought what song you would do?
Yep,
What's that?
a couple. If
A
there's-
couple. He's
Yeah.
doing an encore.
Oh no! I'm just like there's a couple I was thinking.
And
of
they didn't
doing.
even ask for it.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a whole concert. Like
Oh my God. He's
40
a one-man
minutes.
cover band.
I'm like, okay, what do you guys want to hear next? And they're taking requests and shit. No, but what I thought would be good was it depends how many people are there, right? If there's a lot of people there, right?
Then you just gotta Frank Sinatra that shit.
No, you're gonna do Sweet Caroline for sure.
You're gonna do Sweet Caroline?
For sure.
Have the whole crowd. Ba,
Yeah,
ba,
yeah,
ba.
yeah. I'm gonna blow the resort off the ground.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I got pipes on me, brother. Yeah, I can sing, man.
Yeah.
I do it every day.
Every day.
2 hours before I go to bed.
Vocal training.
I'm like,
Intense
la, la, la,
vocal
la, la,
training.
la.
It involves watching the sound of music over and over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. Need more energy. Need to take a couple more pills before I get on the podcast. How interesting would that be if someone had a podcast? There's an interesting thought. It's something that I won't do, but I'd like to see it. If like, I mean, how many podcasts could you do though, right? If you were like episode 1, you did it high as fuck on weed. Like you just ripped like fucking 4 or 5 bowls, like ripped, right? Episode 2, like you took like a marijuana edible, you know? Episode 3, you did like acid. Like episode 4.
Well, they have a channel like that on YouTube. It's called Drugs Lab.
And they do drugs?
They do drugs like crazy, like heroin and shit.
No, they don't. Are you serious? They do heroin?
Yeah.
They do heroin?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
These guys are like...
Yeah,
Really?
they're crazy. Yeah. They do like opioids and shit. Yeah. Speed.
Who?
They're from like
Portugal for
no,
sure.
like Ukraine or some shit. Like
Oh, really?
they're crazy Slavic.
Did you know it's like legal to do all that shit in Portugal? I think there's like a weird loophole around it where you can only do it. I think. in,
what?
like,
It's
a
just
certain area.
fucking lawless, and you can do any drugs you want.
You're allowed to do like a legal amount of almost any drug you want. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In Portugal.
Mm-hmm. And it works. It works amazing for like the drug epidemic and crime. Crime goes down for drugs, bro. I believe every drug should be legal because if like heroin became legal, I wouldn't do it. Like if cocaine became legal, it doesn't mean
It wouldn't change my mind about it.
like I wouldn't want to. Like the amount of people that would die overdosing on something tonight, I don't know if that number would really change significantly if the drug became legal. And if it became legal, then you're not overdosing on something that's cut with bullshit, right? Like if you had to go, if you were like, yo, we're going to take MDMA tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, we're going to the club, we're going to take Molly. And we had to go to a dispensary that spit out actual Molly and we had to pay full price for it, right?
Right.
How are you going to overdose? Like you're not going to overdose because if they only allow you to give a certain amount and if you had like a I don't know how you do it really, but like let's say a subscription thing, like a strict subscription thing where like you had your ID or whatever and you had to scan your card if you wanted to get this so that you couldn't just come back 20 minutes later and get another pill, right? But I'm just saying, like, if it was legal and there was a good system for distribution, like, I'm not gonna do heroin. Like, I don't want to do meth, right?
No.
I don't. There's pills that I'd be interested in trying, but like just once, just to see what everybody's talking about. Like, I'd like to try a Xanax. I don't. It's supposed to like chill you out or something, and I'm kind of high energy. I'd like to like recreationally try it. I've never had any medication like that. I've never had pain pills. I've never had fucking antidepressants. I've never had anti-anxiety.
Right.
And I'd like to try them all in one day.
Just become part of my couch or my bed.
Yeah, and literally just seep into the leather.
Sink into it.
Correct.
Oh, God.
Ryan's gonna sneeze for the rest of the podcast.
It's never just one, man. Fuck.
I wish we finished this podcast earlier so that we can go get sushi or something like that. Just really get those.
Yeah, I got caught up doing some shit after work.
Yeah, I know you did. That's why you came here late. Showed up late. I almost had to make a couple of phone calls and get someone else on.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was worried.
Keanu?
Someone like that, yeah. You don't know who I know, bro. Don't make jokes like that. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Episode 10.
We're starting over?
You're like, this is another start of the
Starting all
podcast?
over.
I don't think episode 9 is up on any of the other platforms yet, but we're doing our best to get it up. We're just trying to figure it out. It's a learning process. Ryan,
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry.
Please, if you're going to sneeze, go upstairs, go outside, get in your car, and then drive home, and you sneeze at your house.
Fatouche.
You get back in your car, and you come back here when you're right, and you're ready to work. It's like when people show up to work drunk. You come back when you're ready to work, when you're right.
I need to grab a tissue or some shit.
You should have thought about that before the podcast.
Not my fault.
Yes, it is your fault. How are you going to say it's not your fault?
I didn't know I was going to sneeze.
You didn't know you were going to sneeze?
No, my
The
allergies haven't been
for
here.
every single day of the year, and you're just like, oh, sorry, Thomas. You make a comment on how stuffy your nose is all the time, and then you're like,
It
you know what?
cleared up.
I didn't know.
It cleared up. The past 3 weeks, it was fine.
3 weeks,
Or
Ryan?
2 weeks. Past 2 weeks. It's
3
been fine.
weeks. You know what?
I need a tissue.
I'm going to go to episode 9, and I'm going to watch. You know what? I'd like to take the opportunity now to have a one-on-one chat with everybody. This is the Thomas Hour. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, stop that.
Ryan the unprofessional. If anybody can give me better ideas of who to get, I will. He talks about he says he loves it. He wants to be part of the show, and yet he texted me last night saying that he wants to be part of a new podcast, his own podcast.
The Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah, I got a big call last night.
No, you didn't.
Uncle Joe.
Here's a plan of mine. So there's this thing called the writing. Like it's to become a writer for like NBC or anything like that, or to get credentials, right? You can write skits or like you can write whatever you want in like up to groups of 2. And then at the end of it, it's like if you're like, they want like more diversity. I guess they want less white people writing. And I was thinking to myself, like if I use my full last name and I write and I say that the other writer is Ryan Lee, I'm like, for sure we're going to get in because they're going to think there's just some Dutch guy and a Chinese guy writing. And they're going to be like, look at this comedy duo. And then when just me shows up, I'll probably promptly escorted to my car. They have an
Where's the Asian you promised us?
I'm like, he's around. He's back home. Couldn't make it. There's an Ironman challenge at the resort.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not sure what it entails.
could be cool.
Could be a lot of fun.
Might be down for it.
I might be down for it as well.
I'm down for it.
Unless like actual Jamaicans show up and do it, in which case I'm
Nope.
like, the fuck is this, bro? I'm like, I thought locals weren't allowed to partake in this event. These just rip black guys show up and do like, they're like, all right, who can do like the most chin ups? And this dude's doing like 40. I'm like, what the hell?
Guy's undefeated for the past 6 years.
Why do you call this local and to come stomp out the tourists? I go to the front desk. I'm like, I don't want to come back here anymore. You guys made me feel like an idiot.
-1 star, 4 stars now.
Fuck. Why did you do that to me? I'm embarrassed. They have finger painting and face painting.
Fun for the kids.
Yeah, I guess. Or, yeah, whatever.
For my kids. I'm bringing my kids.
You're bringing your children?
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's sweet. What? Oh, we're going to learn how to make jerk chicken? They have a Caribbean cooking class?
Yes, that'll be fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to do that hungover as fuck.
Or drunk.
Or still drunk, yeah.
Or just steamed.
Really, exactly. Are they going to stop us from bringing a drink
No.
in? I hope not.
There's alcohol everywhere.
I feel like it's part of the fun to make jerk chicken a little on the dancey side.
Adds a little.
I get a little dancey when I drink.
Yeah. Add a little soul to your chicken.
Yeah, honestly. You're like, we're putting rum on it. They're like, there's no rum on it. Nah, we're gonna put rum on. I hope we don't get too drunk on the podcast.
I mean, if we do, can't blame us. We're in Jamaica.
Yeah, you can blame us for not being professionals. But I don't.
On vacation.
I hope that it's similar to like whenever I watch the Joe Rogan ones, where hour one, everybody's like getting a little loosey-goosey.
Mm-hmm.
And then out, like, bro. If
Hour
you,
2, it's just everyone's in trouble
everyone's
now.
hammered. Like, if you go watch the End of the World podcast with, like, it was for the election. It was like
Right.
Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, Doug Stanhope, Bert Kreischer, like a whole bunch of people showed up at the Comedy Store and did this podcast, right? Bro, Joe Rogan is fine for the first like 40 minutes and it's 4 hours long. Dude, like, he comes because he does a set and then he comes back and he's on the mic and he's just like,
Wait, what? He leaves his podcast?
no, it's not his podcast. Like,
Oh.
he leaves because there's like 6-7 people there, right? So he leaves for like 20 minutes to go do his set, and then he comes back and he's still drinking. And bro, Bill Burr's hammered too. And Joe Rogan is literally on the mic like, you know what? If I'm just being honest, I'm like, yo, you just go listen to the end of the. You're like, he's
That's awesome.
so drunk right now, and it's hilarious. So if it gets to that, but like, just don't say anything too offensive.
Yeah. That's tough to do when you're drunk.
Yeah. We're gonna get another guest on soon. Yeah. Mark Normandy.
He's a vet.
You're never gonna guess where he battled. Oh boy. I wonder what the time frame is because I want to talk about our big news. Oh, no. You know, do you think they'll have they have various restaurants and various and they got a lot of nice restaurants too on the resort.
Mm-hmm.
There's one
Well,
thing.
they have like 4 or 5 restaurants, right?
Yeah, no, it's more than that. They got like I think 6, but one of them is like a special one that you have to pay extra for because it's like you have like a private chef that comes by and kind of just like does it for you or some shit like that.
Right.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. Whatever he writes down next. Well, let's see what we got here. If it says 45, I'm gonna fucking headbutt myself. You think you could headbutt yourself into a wall? Oh my goodness, that's the number I wanted to see. Perfect.
Oh, hold on. Lucas, do you have a tissue?
Lucas, could you bring a tissue box over here for Ryan so that he stops getting up and down from the podcast?
I did it one time.
He did it. This is not the first time you've done it, though.
I said I did it one time. Today. Anyways.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Huge
You
news.
didn't say you did it one time today. You said you did it one time.
I did it 2
When
times
we
then.
delete words from the sentences,
I did
it's
it
still
2
a lie.
times then.
2 times a day.
Uh-oh.
Now you're being an asshole.
Okay.
So, there are these styrofoam cups that are very popular
Yes.
in like please don't knock the Yeti over. No, just do it. It's fine.
good.
Oh, what the hell? I thought you were gonna throw it. You threw a pen at me once.
You're good.
There you go.
Oh shit!
There you go.
This one's used too. What the fuck?
That's his. There's big,
You know,
big glubba,
big. Lo-
big glubba. Nut in that. All right, let's back to it though. There's these styrofoam cups that rappers drink their lean out of. Lean.
Lil Pump, Lil Wayne, Lil Xan, all the Lils.
All the Lils and
All the Lils.
Mac Miller, R.I.P. He was big on it too. French Montana, I've seen a lot. Oh, Future writes his whole album "Fucked on Lean." Anyway,
Don't condone any of it.
Yeah, and by the way,
we don't condone drinking lean.
I know, but the irony of this whole thing is going to be all right. So we got styrofoam cups. They're these cool double cups, and we have the podcast printed on it, like the logo.
Well, we don't have them yet.
No, like they're in the process of being made, though.
Right.
Right. And so we decided to do this later on in the video. Just because.
And don't. Oh, you know what if someone just went and just skipped through the whole thing?
Yo, can you? There's something I'll talk about after.
That's a loophole. Don't do that. It doesn't count if you
Don't
did
be a
that.
dick!
It doesn't.
Yeah. Anyway, so listen. Here's the moral of the story. If you I've thought about it a couple of ways. If you come up to me in person, or if you text me and you say you want one, because we only have 10 available, by the way, and it's not that we just couldn't afford T-shirts. Sorry. What do you want me to say?
They're expensive.
They're fucking expensive. And point being, this is the best we can do. So if you want one of the double cups with the podcast logo on it, and we'll like sign the bottom and write something cute for you, come up to me in person and ask for one, and I will give you. Ask and you shall receive. I'll give you one. Or this is another special cool thing. If you actually somehow in some weird way don't know me, and you
want one,
you
will get one.
The email is in the about section of the actual podcast page. It says business inquiries, but no one's messaging us fucking anything for business. So if you email us and you're like, if you're one of those 10 people, as God is my witness, I will make sure you get a cup sent to you with a special message. Also,
Yes.
We're going to give you a bottle of and I know, again, I have to say this. We don't condone doing drugs.
No, we absolutely do not.
But
on
for
any
anybody,
level.
yeah, if you ask for the cup and we still have them left, if they're not sold out by then I'll give you a bottle of the Crush with it too.
the clear cream soda.
And I understand that's like 2/3 of the way to like.
You are 2/3 of the way, but hey, just add ice cubes and stop there.
And that's it. Don't put
just add
or don't
ice and stop there.
Yeah, don't or do what you want with the styrofoam cup. You want to burn it? You want to throw it out? Fine. I'll be heartbroken.
Whoa! Don't throw it out.
I'll be heartbroken.
At least give it to like a homeless guy or something.
Yeah. And he's going to collect change with it?
And everyone's going to see the cup that he's using to, beg for money, and they'll be like, oh, what is that?
Yeah, and so if the podcast grows larger, then we'll give away T-shirts on the next big monumental video, which will probably be 50. I can't see
Probably
myself,
50, yeah. We can't do this every 10
Yeah.
fucking episodes.
I can't
Then
see
it's
myself
not
getting excited for 20, 30, or 40, but 50 is
No.
going to be huge.
50 is huge, and then from 50, we don't do until 100.
Till 100, and then 100 is going to be ridiculous. And then when we do 1 million...
100, we can get like a little Airbnb thing going.
An Airbnb? Like a party?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to throw a bash.
100
There's gonna be
episode party.
There's going to be a bash.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We're a 10th of the way there,
That's weird because that's 2 months, so that's 20 months, and we shoot roughly once a week, right? So that's like less than 2 years.
Yeah. That's not bad.
That's a bash. That'll be a bash, kid.
That is a bash.
If at 100 episodes we still have 30 subscribers, though, then you guys are loyal, but
yeah, very
but
loyal.
I'm
and
gonna
much appreciated.
I'm gonna start questioning myself and my ethics and morals. So yeah, there's our little fan giveaway. Our little fan giveaway. And I'm collecting one myself. And I will be drinking drugs out of it. You do not. I don't condone it. But do as I say and not
I
as
don't condone, but I partake
yeah,
heavily.
Do as I say and not as I do. Yes. Yes, sir. Anything else?
No, not really.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. something I saw today that pissed me off. It wasn't that maybe not pissed off is the word, but there are songs out there, and I think I came to a conclusion about something. Sometimes I hear songs that I don't like, right? Like I heard a track today, and the words were this. It was like blessed, 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 and it was just a chick singing it, right? I don't know. Now, obviously, I would not listen to that song, but I'm just saying, like, it was like the idea of like, who the fuck is listening to this though?
Oh, when you hear songs that are just garbage?
But it's like, it's not only that, it's like, there are some people out there, and I'm not saying the person that was listening to the song, but okay, here's a perfect example, right? You know that, remember the Drake one? Fucking started from the bottom. Now, bro, you know how many times I saw people like captioning like bullshit with that?
Bro, YOLO.
But not
Remember
only
YOLO?
But I question like people's like okay, so you say like started from the bottom, now we're here. If I were to ever even think that thought, I'd have to be doing something pretty sweet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like I'd have to be, somewhere like Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean like casually in Dubai. I mean like spending like I'm doing goddamn good. I flew first class flight like that. Then yeah, fine. Started from the bottom right here, right? If you're in a fucking apartment that's $800 a month, and now the counter argument for this is like, what if you started from zilch? Then fair enough, whatever, man. Enjoy. You're doing better than me. But like for the people out there that kind of had it spoon fed to them, and then it's just like, yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here, bro. And you're like, what? 2 pairs of Jordans in a fucking $700 apartment? Like, what do you mean? Where's the bar set for this, right? It bugs me. And I feel like a lot of the lyrics in these, like, bro, the Cardi B songs, or remember when the Migos released that track? Friggin', what was the name of it? It was their first like big tune, and I hated it. Fucking on your bitch, she's a thought. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Cooking up dope in the crock pot, right?
I don't remember the name of the song.
Anyway, do you know how many girls I saw being like, fucking on your bitch? I'm like, yo, they're talking about you.
That's you, yeah.
You idiot. I'm like,
Yeah.
like, why are you participating in the song like they're not talking about you?
Yeah.
Where like you're the girl they're talking about that would go to the show with their boyfriend and like try to sneak backstage to fuck one of them, right?
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is that these girls that are doing that are just like looking at other girls like, nah, like that, like you, right? It's like a weird vicious cycle that I'm watching.
Girls are very mean to each other.
Right. But I just mean like there's like that weird thing with like rap music going on nowadays, right?
Hypocritical.
It's not so much hypocritical as much as it is like there's a hypocrisy like within the audience, and I'm guilty of it myself, bro. Like I see a lot of nice, cool designer shit, and I'm like, ooh, I would love a Gucci t-shirt, right? I don't go out and buy it, but I think about buying it, right? Like I thought about buying Gucci flip-flops today. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then after
what
like
about that Versace watch?
I want that bad. But they have a bigger selection online, so I'm gonna check online first.
Right.
Way bigger selection. I was reading.
Right.
But yeah, see, like again, like it's like things like that where, you know what? Maybe I'll come back with the next podcast with more examples. But there was like a few things I was thinking about today with music. Like you listen to a lot of the Cardi B songs, where she's just like,
it's all about pussy and stuff.
It's all about like. Oh,
It's
yo,
just,
like
such
that bitch, like,
ratchet
yeah,
shit.
like those bitches trying to like talk shit about me. And a lot of girls are like up in the club, just like really trying to represent that shit. And it's like, yo, you're not doing what she's doing, though. Like,
No.
Cardi B is in a position to kind of be like, bro, she bought her boyfriend a Rolls Royce, like you can talk shit at that point.
She was a stripper.
I feel like yeah. By the way, the whole Cardi B is a rapist thing is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You know what? If you're one of the
Cosby?
yeah, if you're one of the guys, and I said this yesterday about the Heat thing, I even might bring up the Heat thing today. It's episode 10. We'll get it all out in the air, right? If you're one of the guys that's like Cardi B rape dudes, and you're like, I want her canceled, I want this, you're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Fucking pussy. You think you go back to a hotel room with a stripper and if you like, okay, here's what I'm saying. If I was gonna bring a stripper back to my hotel room, right, and someone like fine like Cardi B, and I woke up and my shit is missing, first I'm like, fuck, that stripper robbed me.
Yeah, the stripper robbed you.
But you know what? For me to just be like, Oh, bro, she's fucking raping people. She's date raping people. Bro, do you know how...
take your loss.
You know what cheeses me, though, is like, do you know how difficult it is to be a stripper? Do you know how tough that industry is? How disgusting some of the guys are that come in there? They got to dance and pretend like they fucking like you. And, bro, like, I get it, man. Like, she's talking about, like, yo, it's like 50 grand to go to the studio. She's like, what did you want me to do? If you're one of the guys out there that's like, we need to cancel, you're a fucking bitch. All right? You
take your loss.
Yeah,
you got a
take your
stripper and she robbed you. Take your loss.
Fucking bitch. Like the guy that was like, I brought her back to my hotel room and I woke up and like my Gucci shit is missing. You're a fucking bitch. Go buy another one, you fucking bitch. Oh, it made me so angry. People like, bro, like I don't know,
She's
man.
like Robin Hood.
That's that's one of the hardest jobs I can, as a female. Like, it's tough being a female. Like, they're degraded as is. You see it all the time. And I'm not on their fucking side either. I can tell you that much. But like, for someone, bro, a stripper's such a tough gig.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, you gotta be worried all the time. Like, is this motherfucker gonna try to beat me up and shit? Like, there's drug dealers everywhere, right? Bouncers are trying to fuck you. You're 5'2", bro, 120 pounds. You trying to tell me a 6'8", 300-pound bouncer can't hold you down, do whatever the fuck he wants, right? And then people are like, you gotta cancel her. I can't. We're trying to sign a petition to get her canceled from Veld. Bitch, you're a fucking bitch. Oh man, I don't know if I'll bring up the heat thing though. Do you think I should? We were talking about the heat thing when people are going outside.
You know what?
Fuck it, I don't care. Listen, it's 35 degrees outside, and that's hot. That's hot. And I should prefix it with this.
No, it wasn't 35. It was more like 45.
It was not 45. It was not 45. Tops, 40, 41.
The hottest day was 43. The hottest day was 43.
That's hot. That's really, really hot.
That's hot as fuck.
Just let me tell you something, though. Okay? I work with a girl who is from Ecuador, I think. Right? She's from
the equator? That's the hottest place in the world.
She's from the hottest part of Ecuador. She's from the hottest part of Ecuador.
Right.
She told me season round it's between 38 to 42.
That's
all
disgusting.
Year round, right? They have news like flashes for people that are just like, be safe out there. Okay, obviously a couple things. Wear sunscreen, drink water. That's standard shit. But for people to be like, if you're a healthy individual, and so this is why I should prefix this, if you're very young, if you're very old, if you're sick, if you have some sort of condition, fair enough. You're exempt from what I'm about to say. If you're a healthy individual and you go out there and you manage to die from the heat, you're a fucking bitch. That's all I have to say about that. I am a big boy, and I was out there, and I sweat my ass off all the time, and I'm not like, I just feel like we are so soft as bro. That girl from my department is like, yeah, it's hot outside, but like this, bro, like people have to live in that shit, and they don't have air conditioning, they don't have water, and they're like, ooh, make sure you don't go outside for too long today. If you feel faint, tell someone. If you die out in the heat, you're a fucking bitch. That's literally what evolution was trying to do, was get rid of you. Sorry, if that hurts your feelings, come tell me in person. We'll have a conversation about it.
Natural selection, I guess.
Bro, if 35 degrees kills you, then you were never gonna fucking last anything bad. If anything bad happened, you were never gonna fucking last.
Or not even if you die, if you like faint. You know, if you're like a healthy person.
No. I don't mean like if you. It happens. Fainting happens, right, bro? Like, bro, I've stood up at the gym before, and I've had my knees buckle before, and it can get hot outside, bro. Like in your car and shit, it's like 50 degrees, whatever. But I mean, if you're out there and like you don't have.
How would you die though?
People die because of heat exhaustion. But like if you don't have the wherewithal in 35 degrees, and I mean there are some parts of the world, like go to walk through fucking India, go walk through Bangladesh, right? Places where it's brutal all the time and you got to work in a factory. And if you drop and you faint in the factory, you lose your job. And they're sending out news warnings. Be careful out there. If you die, and I'm not saying if you get exhausted, you can get heat exhaustion. I understand, right? If you die, you're a beach. I don't give a sorry. Like if you're between like the ages of like 16 to, you know, like late 40s, and you somehow manage to like, oh guys, we need to slow down out here, and your heart stops, you're a bitch. Fuck, what do you want me to say?
You know what? That's all right for heat, but for the cold, that's different.
Cold is different, dude. It's just
the cold is different,
bro. It gets so cold in I'll never say that about the cold though. It gets so cold in Canada,
you'll die.
In our area, bro, it was so cold last year a couple of times.
You'll die.
Where it was literally like
you go outside, you'll die.
We were in the top 3 coldest places on Earth
in the world. You go outside, you'll die
on Earth. So what I'm saying is, we come from an area with 2 crazy ass climates, and I walked to my car. Like, I was outside. I went to work when it was negative. You were outside.
Bro, I worked
right?
outside in negative 44 weather.
And that's what I'm saying.
Negative 44 degrees Celsius.
If you manage to die in the heat, bro, we go in the sauna. We go in the steam room. Sauna today was 200 degrees. I was in there.
Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
Celsius?
No, but
You're
that's
a
still
fucking turkey.
That's
at that
still
point,
that's
like-
still what? That's got to be fucking 70, 80 degrees. That's hot.
It's hot as fuck.
That's hot,
Yeah.
right? I was in there for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. I don't know how. It could have been 40. It wasn't 40, but like you're in there and you're like, right? That is wicked heat. I stepped outside wearing jogging pants and a t-shirt, and I was like, whoo. Like it's warm out here, right? If you fucking die in that, sorry, kiddo, right? All right, but yo, oh man, you don't leather seats in this weather. I'm too proud to admit.
What kind of dickhead statement was that?
What?
You're like, you know? Oh no, never mind. You wouldn't know. You know, leather seats, right?
Well, you don't have leather seats.
No. Yeah, I know.
So what the fuck do you want me to say? Do you want me to sit here? We're gonna pretend like you have leather seats in your car, and you're gonna tell like.
No, it just felt like a weird flex.
It wasn't a weird, bro. I tried to talk you down from the diamond package earlier. It wasn't a weird flex. No, like but you've been in cars. Like I'm saying that my car, I park it like an idiot sometimes at work, like with the sun at 8 o'clock in the morning is beaming down on my car, right? And I come outside and it's black leather seats, and I sit down in it, and it's like I hear my ass like sizzling on the seat.
Your seatbelt gives you third-degree burns.
I've never touched my seatbelt.
The metal part? You ever touched the metal part when it's hot as fuck?
Is
from
it
the
that
sun?
bad?
Dude. It's literally like touching like the toaster or something while it's like super hot. Yeah. It's fucked. Apparently, you know what I heard? If you leave a fucking water bottle in your car in a
It'll
sunny
pop?
day,
It'll blow up.
it won't blow up. It'll act like a magnifying glass and burn a fucking hole through your seat.
Yeah, I could see that. I
I was like, I never even thought about that.
Do you ever open a water bottle in your car and in a hot day?
No.
Pops because of the pressure buildup in there.
Yeah, I don't use water bottles. Bad for the environment. Yeti.
I got one too.
Reusable.
Mine was first.
Yeah, because I got it for you.
It's still first.
Okay, you're welcome.
I don't understand why you're
I'm
It was
shoving
just
it in your
first.
face now.
just first. It just so happened to be first. There was an Instagram story I saw the other day. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but if he does, shout out. It was very funny. And it was a picture of Riley Reid, right? But she was like, right? Like you didn't see anything.
Right.
But the caption for it was when you put a Hot Pocket in the microwave for not long enough, and the outside's hot but the inside's cold, and the bottom was like a little bubble from her, and it was, oh fuck, put it back in. I was in my room literally laughing my ass off. I've talked about this before, not on the podcast, but I brought it up how like sometimes I'll be in my bed and my room's completely dark, but I'm watching TV like this close to my face, and like my sister or someone will walk by my room, and you'll just hear me like like just laughing, right? But sometimes I laugh at a weird pitch, and I feel like if they walk by, they think I'm crying in my room, like just in bed, like
Just breaking down.
I don't know what's going on.
They're like, oh my god, don't go into his room.
Yeah. So I think episode 11 or 12 we'll have someone on. You know what I really would like to do? I'd like to get episode 15 in Jamaica. I don't know if we could work that out.
15?
Yeah.
You gotta shoot fucking 4 fillers?
How would we have to shoot 4 fillers?
Like 4 episodes and then... No, I guess
What are you talking about?
that wouldn't work.
How won't it
That's
work?
5 episodes ahead.
What
Boy, that's a month away though.
are you? Oh, bro.
You're right. It's a month away. Totally forgot. It's still a month away.
Did you think we were going to be like, all right, guys, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and turn the podcast off, and we were like, Lucas just shit packed? You know, Lucas has never been on an airplane before. He's never had to pack a bag before. And the one thing I know he's going to make a mistake is he's going to do what Ryan did last year, show up with either not enough clothes or not the right
Not
clothes.
the right clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Lucas won't have the same problem I did. I brought all the clothes from when I was like really, really fat. And I was like, I don't know, fuck, because I lost all the weight right before the vacation, and I hadn't bought anything new, right? Coming down from like 260 pounds, I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck to wear, so I'll just bring all the nicest stuff I used to wear.
Yeah.
And I opened up my suitcase, and I was there, and I was like, that's it. Yeah, I made some mistakes here. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, dude. I mean, not like you made mistakes. There, you.
No, but
you,
like,
you
yeah,
kept
I was going
commenting
through-
on that fucking burgundy shirt or whatever you. I think it was burgundy,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't think it looked that bad. But you were like, there was something like during the trip to LA. I don't remember exactly which day it was, but there was a day where you like kind of came up to me and you were like, yeah, okay, so like I get it, like I see what you were saying about the whole clothes thing, like, because, and like I could see in your eyes. Like, not a disappointment, but like a frustration. You're like, because like this looks fucking stupid. And I was just like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. But, I recovered. I bought some clothes while I was there, and we sorted it out. Yusuf let me his T-shirt for a day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, the OVO one?
The OVO one for the mansion pictures. So,
dude,
That
how did
was
you
very-
not stretch that the fuck out?
It
I
actually
mean,
fit me-
he's a big boy.
it fit me quite nice, actually.
Yeah. What a beautiful boy he is.
He's
huh?
a beautiful baby.
Oh man. So you're not gonna make that mistake in Jamaica though?
No, can't
Dude,
do that again.
I saw a pair, because like the jeans that I have that are the nicest are my black jeans, but I can't bring fucking black jeans to Jamaica, bro. Like
No, you can't.
it's so hot there. And you know what? I really don't think the heat is going to affect me that much, because if I die in Jamaica, I'm a beach.
You're a bitch. Yeah, you're a bitch.
But
He's just standing outside.
that's why we got the insurance, because
He's holding a drink and you see it fall from
Yeah.
his hand. You're like, oh my God, he died.
you're like, well, he wasn't able to practice, but he preached,
He's a bitch.
and he'll be remembered as a beach. Yeah. I hope we can make that as a thing. I hope that anybody that listens to this, like if you hear some soft shit at work, just be like, why are you being such a fucking beach? Oh boy.
All right, can we wrap? My ass is killing me, dude. This fucking chair.
You know what you probably should have said? You should have probably said, dude, this fucking chair, my ass is killing me. Not, dude, my ass is killing me.
Yeah,
This fucking chair. And then I was like, I'm like, why would that be, Ryan?
Yeah, bro. We're 10 episodes in. We haven't got new chairs yet.
Yeah, you're right, because no one pays us.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go buy some chairs right
You go
now.
buy some chairs, bro.
Or at least some, I don't know.
You go buy some chairs.
All right, let's do it.
No. I love my chair.
No, you don't.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I bet, and the thing is too is like I sweat a lot, and so I guarantee you I'm gonna and I'm wearing gray jogging pants. I'm gonna stand up, the whole back of my pants are gonna be sweaty. It's gonna look stupid, and everybody's gonna laugh at me.
They can be like, you shit yourself. I was like, I didn't shit myself.
I sweat.
I sat down too long. Fuck.
Oh,
I swear it's not
goodness gracious.
poo.
Oh boy. Do you get a lot of sweat on the machines at the gym?
Yeah.
I get all the sweat on the machines.
Yeah.
I make
I'm
a
surprised it doesn't short circuit while I'm on it. The treadmill especially.
Dude, the other day, you know the ab machine, so you like grab the two bars and there's a Bosu ball and you can raise your legs, you raise your knees.
Yeah.
Okay. That was near the end of my workout. So, and I sent you a snap like at the gym, right? And like I'm already sweating right through my t-shirt. And I just wore a t-shirt that day.
Right.
No pants. And so, but anyway, I'm on the Bosu and I'm sweating my ass off doing my last set, and I get up to walk away, and like I go to grab two of those wet wipes to go wipe it down, and this lady walks over, and I just went like, and she looked at me and she's like, no, it's fine. And I was like,
No.
I was like, I stood from a distance and I just went like, okay. Like I'm not like dirty or anything, but like
That's a lot
it's
of
a lot
sweat.
of sweat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bicycle, I get a lot of sweat on.
Uh,
So much.
treadmill kills me, and the squats. For some reason, when I squat, I fucking like sweat drips off my nose. It's intense.
Would you right there?
Buddy, you gotta be
nothing.
more show business. You can't make it so. You gotta do it like Saturday Night Live. Every time I watch Saturday Night Live, I try to watch for their card reads. You ever do that?
No.
Because they have the cue cards
I'm
in the
not
audience.
on Broadway. I'm not a man.
Broadway's
Broadway.
memorized. They have the cue cards in the audience, right?
Yeah, I know. It comes up on these big ass cards.
Yeah,
right?
and so like you can like, right? You can get a little. Ryan like tunes into it though.
That's fine.
All right, Lucas, don't worry. It's almost over. I know you want us to wrap it up. We're like Justice.
Yeah, like the guy's like,
the sound guy's like, get off the
"Stop,
stage,
stop,
and
you're
Justice,
done. You're done.
Justice is like, no, no, that's fine. More about Jamaica next time. More about.
Well, I'm gonna make a
Bread.
lobster ravioli
Ooh,
this weekend. So we'll
with
see
a
how that
cream
goes.
sauce, right? Please don't make it with an oil sauce.
A rosé sauce. So it's
Oh,
like
okay.
a
Yeah, it is a
creamy
cream
tomato.
sauce. Yeah. Ooh, that's really nice.
Yeah, so we'll try that out.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be wicked.
More on that next episode.
Damn. What else?
Um,
The cups. Right. If you see me,
yes, the double cups.
talk to me about the cups. Or don't. Maybe you don't want a cup.
Or don't. And if you don't, fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? That's fine by me then. You
That's
know what I
fine.
was thinking?
get 10 cups.
Sorry, just to break the
I got-
math down real quick. We
Right.
almost have 30 subscribers. If we have 10 cups to give away, that means 33% of the people that subscribe to this podcast are going to get a cup.
Precisely.
There's a huge amount of people that are going to get cups. If I can't give away all 10 of these cups, I'm going to cry. What do you want me to say? I wish I could say I was going to do something violent, but I won't. I'm not a particularly violent person,
Right.
and I'll cry. Yeah. I'll fucking cry in my room. Naked.
Cry with you, brother.
You're not
Cry
going to want to be
together.
there.
I cry ugly and with my dick out.
Oh boy, oh boy.